Snow Point City, where it's extremely cold and forever covered in snow, manages to host a Pokemon gym. The gym leader is Candice, who is the holder of the Icicle badge. Her persona shouldn't be underestimated because she's one of the more challenging Ice-type gym leaders. Though Ice-type gym leaders are meant to be perceived as cold and distant, Candice is more of the opposite, being warm and friendly at the same time. Candice teaches that before battling with Pokemon, a person needs to befriend them first. She honors people who put all their focus into whatever they do. The way she assembles her Pokemon in the party is interesting. Unlike Volkner, who has a water Pokemon despite his gym being electric, Candice owns a Medicham, which is a fighting type. The reason why she keeps a Medicham in her party is to train the weaknesses of her Ice-type Pokemon, as fighting is strong against ice. This connects to how she's friends with Maylene, another gym leader from Sinnoh who specializes in fighting type. Candice wanted to practice with Maylene often so that her Pokemon could get stronger. Things did change in Pokemon Platinum though, as Candice has all ice Pokemon in her party now. Her Abomasnow knows Wood Hammer, a grass-type move, which is 120 power already. At least if there's an Infernape, it could one-shot it with a flamethrower. Or so he thought. Candice also has a Pillow-Swine who uses Earthquake, a pretty strong move. The gym puzzle, by the way, was just difficult to get through, sliding around the whole gym, trying to knock all the snowballs down. There was a glitch though in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, where the player could skip up to Candice by repeatedly going up at the ice slope, aiming for the stairs. In Pokemon Platinum, Maylene appears in a Pokemon Center and mentions that she admires Candice for being studious. Clearly from the way Candice, an Ice-type gym leader owning Medicham, which she did not have to. Also on Route 217, on one of the snowiest, harsh routes, the player could find Maylene again just outside Snow Point City. She's walking barefoot to train herself instead of using Fly. What a crazy amount of dedication that must be. The name Candice obviously comes from ice, but she's called the Diamond Dust Girl for a special reason. Diamond Dust is a rare weather pattern that was created from Generation 4. It's a sparkly diamond shape effect added to snow. This only occurs on certain days such as the Game Freak director's birthday, which is on January 12, or on New Year's Eve, and many more. For her to be called Diamond Dust Girl is a cool thing the game decided to add. Sometimes Candice refers to herself in third person, similar to Mira. And if you forgot about Mira, she was a trainer who got lost in Wayward Cave. They say their own name when talking instead of using I. This is a common thing anime characters would do if they want to be cute. Candice holds an interest in fashion. She might enjoy the cold a little too much. She wears light clothing considering her being in one of the coldest Pokemon towns. Candice and Dancer are the only ones to tie a sweater around their waists in the Pokemon games. Ever notice how most ice gyms are battled towards the end of the game? It's because half of them are the 7th gym leader in their respective regions. This includes Candice, Price from Johto, and Bryson from Unova, while Wolfric is the last gym leader in the Kalos region. I suppose it's because the cold Pokemon and environments feel like a fitting challenge near the end, like you're going up Mount Everest. Snowpoint Temple was the home of Regigigas. This temple couldn't be entered until the player entered the Hall of Fame and obtained the National Pokédex. Usually there was a person guarding it, but Candice appears and lets the player in after getting word from Champion Cynthia. In Platinum, she would occasionally show up for rematches at the battleground. Her Pokemon are now evolved with an addition of Glaceon. While other Sinnoh gym leaders are known to use Pokemon from other regions for the rematches, the team of Candice contains Pokemon only in the Sinnoh Dex. Did you know in Legends Arceus her ancestor was Clover? She was one of the bandits of the Misfortune Trio. They look extremely similar but act differently. Candice and Clover both had their signature Abomasnow in their party too. Switching gears to the anime, Candice happened to be a teacher at Snow Point City Trainer School. She worked here at the same time as completing gym matches. Surprisingly, she did put on the sweater, which we could finally see in the show now. Her favorite dessert is tomato berry ice cream sandwich. She described it as hot and spicy on the inside and cold on the outside, also saying that oftentimes things that don't seem to go well together at first are the most compatible. This inspired Dawn for a flame ice combination that involved Mamoswine and Cyndaquil. It failed though, so Candice helped her by showing the move Ice Shard together with her Abomasnow. Candice did use a Turtwig when she was younger in trainer school. It's unknown to this day whether she still has Turtwig or not. She also helped raise a Glameow for Zoe, who was a childhood friend in the show. They both did contests together and took part in the Sinnoh Festival. In the manga, Candice did own all 3 legendary giants to test the main character's skill on capturing Regigigas. In addition, she saved Platinum's life one time. This was when she was freezing endlessly in snow. Whether it's her character or team, Candice is definitely one of Sinnoh's most memorable leaders. Getting to Snow Point City itself was difficult to accomplish, like the winding snow paths of Route 216 and 17. If you enjoyed this dive into Candice's story, hit the like button and subscribe for more Pokemon content. Thanks for watching, and until next time.